This is Tools for Teens, where the smart gets smarter. Today we start building basic software applications with AI. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Tools for Teens. Today is an exciting lesson because we're going to dip our toes into the waters of coding. So if you know nothing about coding, this is the lesson for you. So if you go to the AI tools section and you select any of the lessons and then click on the resource button, there you will find a link that takes you to this Excel Google Sheet that I've created. At the bottom, you will see various pages, and this is constantly being updated. The GPTs that I'm creating, the prompts that we are using, and AI tools that I'm also adding all the time. Today, we're working with the prompt page, and specifically this column called coding. Now, we've talked about ELI 5 before in the prompt engineering section. It means explain like I'm 5, and you can use this prompt to start your coding journey. ELI 5 HTML code. Okay, so it's telling me that HTML is sort of the skeleton of a web page, and it tells the web browser what to show and how things are structured. So now you can do the same for other coding languages like Python or JavaScript, and you can get an idea of what each of these languages really are all about. So now we get to the fun part, because here in this column, you will see that I've included ideas to test out the waters of coding. So I'm going to choose the first one on the list, which is a quote generator. And the prompt is create a quote generator with motivational quotes from, and then you can insert the resource or the name of the person. Add a button that fetches and displays a random quote from an array of options. So I'm just going to adjust the prompt, and I'm going to say motivational quotes from Stoic philosophers. One more thing I'm going to add is I'm going to specify that I want this code to be in HTML that I can easily launch in a web browser. Okay, so that was quite fast. It reasoned for about 5 seconds, and now you can see I have my code. So what do we do with this code? So I'm going to go to Documents, and inside my Tools for Teens folder, I'm going to create a new folder and name it something like Coding 101. Great. So now I have this folder, and now I can save the respective files inside this folder. So now we go back to ChatGPT, and if you scroll down, you will actually see that ChatGPT gave us instructions on how to use this code. So it tells us to save the file as an index.html file. Okay, so I copy this code, and then I go to my notepad and paste it in. And now I'm going to save that as an index.html file. And then I locate the folder that I just created and save it inside that folder. And then ChatGPT says we just open the file in our web browser. So let's do that. I'm going to drag this file into a web browser, and it seems like we have our quote generator. Click the button to generate a Stoic quote. Let's see. If it's not right, do not do it. If it's not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. How cool is that? Let's do one more. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Now, before we end the lesson, what I actually want you to do is just have a look at the code. Even though you might not understand anything, just scan through it and get an idea of what is happening behind the scenes. I have zero experience with code, and I'm learning alongside you, actually, which is very exciting because if I can do it, you can do it. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can see in the script section that it's added quotes, probably picked up quotes from the internet that it's put into the software. So this is interesting because if I want to add more quotes to this list, I can just open the HTML file and continue on. So for example, I can just add a comma there and then press enter. And so I don't make a mistake. I'm just going to actually copy this whole line of code and do this. So I'm going to write Tools for Teens, where the smart get smarter. And who said that? Well, I guess I did. So I'm going to put my name in there, and I'm going to save. Control S. Control S means save. And now if I go back to the software and I refresh, it will automatically pick up all the changes that I've made. So I'm just going to say new quote, and that's not mine. So I'm just going to look for my quote, and there I am. So tools for teens, where the smart get smarter. Apparently Tian said that somewhere, sometime. So this is very cool. I love my quote generator. You can do the same. Just go to this page, and I want you to play around with all of these options, see what you come up with, and I'll see you in the next one.